Welcome to the product tutorials on how to report on hours that have been allocated to resources within each project in your Replicon system. I'm now logged in into the Replicon instance. In Replicon, there are two ways that you can allocate the resources. One, by doing it as a project manager, and the second, by allocating as a resource manager. To allocate as a project manager, you go over to Project Management, move over to Projects and open the project that you would like the allocation to be done for. Once you're on the project page, you go over to the Team section, click on Allocation, and you will see the list of team members that have been assigned to this particular project, and then you can go ahead and allocate according to the requirement. Any allocation done here will appear in a blue color box and will represent the allocation for this particular project. On the other hand, as a resource manager, you would have to go to the Resources tab that's available within Project Management, and here you will see the list of all the users who have been assigned to some or the other project as a team member. You can now choose which project should they be allocated to and how many hours of allocation should be done for them. In case there is a person who hasn't been assigned to a particular project, as a resource manager, you can assign the person to a project and then go ahead and allocate them if need be. The hours that you allocate, whether as a resource manager or as a project manager, can be tracked in reports. Let's move over to the Reports tab that's available on the top, and let's click on the New Report button that's available here. In the category, choose Project, and in the report type you can choose different templates to track the same. I would however use one of the templates that can possibly give you the best results about the allocated hours within the project. I'll go ahead and choose Project Team Time Expense Cost and Billing template. I can go ahead and remove the pre-selected columns that are available here and go ahead and choose or start my report fresh, as I want to report on the allocated hours for different projects only. So I'll go ahead and enter the project name, and the allocated hours can be tracked through a column called Estimated Hours Selected Dates. You can also put in estimated hours all dates if you want to see the total allocated hours irrespective of what date range you have selected as filter. Now click on the Create button and you will land on the report page here. Now choose the filters as per your requirement. For example, I would choose the date range filter as this year. You can choose the date range filter as whatever you would like to, and run the report. Once you run the report, you would see the name of the project, the hours that have been allocated to different people depending on the date range that you selected, and the hours that have been allocated to different team members irrespective of what date range have been selected. In case you want to see who has been allocated how many hours for a different project, you can also include username up here. So I have chosen username, and I'm going to group this report by project to make it a little more clearer. Now once I run the report, it will show me per project the name of the user, the estimated hours that have been allocated, and the total estimated hours updated here. This is how I can go ahead and report on the allocated hours for each of the projects that have been entered in the Replicon system. Thank you for watching the video. Did you know that you can now stay updated about the recent updates of Replicon, and you can go ahead and get in touch with Replicon using the Replicon community. In order to access our Replicon community, go over to Customer Zone that's available on our home page, and on the Customer Zone page, go ahead and click on Community. You will land on our customer community, and the best way to stay updated about the recent changes, click on Categories, and under Categories, go ahead and choose the Product Updates category that's available here. This category is updated frequently and will let you know what are the recent changes that have been made in the Replicon system. Other than that, on community you can post your questions, ideas and bugs, and we'll be here to answer all of them for you.